Hey guys, it's Ashi. I want to give you a little bit of science along with an amazing recipe for birdie bread that's actually healthy and could be used daily for your eclectus. Obviously, I want you to use 100% fresh fruits and vegetables, but that's not always possible. There are some very picky eckies out there that have been fed pelleted diets, which are extremely unhealthy. And so we need something that can transition them, or just something that can be used as a reward, or even if you have a really busy day. So ta-da! Enter the birdie bread that's actually healthy. It's almost made entirely out of vegetables and fruits, so you can feel confident feeding it to your eckie, even daily. One consistent thing that I always hear from eckie owners is how often they actually feed a yeast bread. They do this often in the mornings or sometimes in the evenings, but it's very unhealthy. It creates an unhealthy pH in the crop. So I designed this bread, which actually has the right macros, micros, and nutrients. It's even made with the right fats and not coconut oil, because let's be clear, coconut oil is extremely dangerous for your eclectus. So instead, we want to promote feather health and feather growth and overall organ health with something that could be nourishing, but yet a bit of an in-between food. When gathering your ingredients, you want to make sure that everything is fresh, and you don't want to make inappropriate substitutions like rice flour. Check the back of the packaging for your rice flour and you may find that it has lots of unfavorable ingredients. So when we finally get down to the recipe, you'll notice that it's mostly fruits and vegetables. What I like about this is I work very hard to find all the macros and micros. Now, macros are going to be your protein, your fat, your carbohydrates, which are all within range. The micros are going to be all those little nuances of vitamins and minerals that are essential to eckies, and they cannot have overages. Nor can they have any artificial supplementation. That is what contributes to the organ failure that we commonly see in eclectus, along with an incomplete diet. Puree your chopped mixture and then ensure that everything is mixed fully before greasing your pan with red palm oil and shove it in the oven for about an hour. This nutritious bread can actually be used as a substitute for pellets. It can also be frozen in slices and used at will. Hi, I want to go through a bit of some comments and some questions that people had and clear up a little bit of the science for this particular recipe and some other misnomers that people have about eclectus. The first, and please excuse me for reading this, your chop is full of fruit. And because fruit can sit in a bird's crop for hours before it passes through the preventiculus. By the way, you should probably check your spelling before you send me anything, because that's not how you spell it. I'm going to put it right down at the bottom of the screen in case you ever want to read it again. It is believed that fruit can cause heartburn. This is not true, especially for the eclectus. And if you were following me, you could understand that the eclectus actually has an undeveloped system. So those muscles are so weak that actually things don't work the same way that they do in granivorious parrots. It's not going to cause heartburn. In fact, what it's going to do is provide the enzymes for digestion, which is imperative for eclectus. As a friendly reminder, sugar is glucose, the very same in any fruit or vegetable. Take peas, corn, carrots, or squashes have about the same sugar content as many fruits. It's digested similarly in the body, and it will not make your eckie aggressive. I do not know who started that rumor, probably a breeder who just couldn't afford fruit. It does, however, give a great readily available source of energy that can trigger some really positive moods in your eckie and make them more active, which apparently some people don't think is a good thing. The other criticism here is that I use white sugar in the recipe. You'll notice it's a very small amount, but all sugars, whether it be a fruit juice or cane sugar, technically is all glucose and fructose, and it's broken down in the system in the same way. The body doesn't really know any difference from it. But please, whatever you do, as this person said, why don't you use brown sugar? We do in our birdie bread recipes. Birdie bread recipes, there you can tell I just took one take. Brown sugar, along with molasses, contains immense amounts of iron, something that you do not want your bird exposed to. It's dangerous. It can even kill hummingbirds. And your eclectus is very near a lorikeet or another frugivorous bird. So we want to eliminate the iron. Iron can be stored in the organs, especially in eclectus, causing a disease that can be fatal. Also in digestion, it can ferment more quickly, creating a mold that is also fatal in most frugivorous birds. It's just not worth the risk. It's not surprising that this exact same company was also touting the benefits of honey, selling it on their website. I just want to be clear that honey carries botulism. It's more common than you might think, and it's more prevalent in raw, but check the back of any of the bottles that you have at home and you'll see it says do not feed to children. However, with all safe ingredients, you can feel confident serving this birdie bread even on a daily basis to your eclectus. So thanks guys, and happy consuming. Are you gonna move? You're not gonna move. Can we go do something else?